you allow me, we are going to hit some very hot topics. We're going to talk about AI and open code to ensure the sustainability of the planet. We have Aurora González. I'm really excited to have her here. It's great to see that we have people from the University of Murcia. She has a PhD on technologies and smart environments. And we have Manon Corneille, who's going to tell about her project, Open Food Facts. And we have Cristina here from the Cibervoluntarios family.
Ya me han dicho fuera, ya no hablas más, pesada. Pero
they told me that I have to stop talking. Anyways, I see that things are happening in Murcia. There's a great ecosystem happening there. People like me, I come from Almeria, Agrotech, so I love to see this presence here, the presence of small cities. So from Murcia to the world, come on.
Hello. So we're still waiting for the microphones.
Kelly has difficult.
I can relate.
Hola, hola. Vale, gracias.
Well, so in the meantime, thank you.
Where's the thing? It's not going well.
Okay.
I think I'm getting there.
Yes, I think it's okay.
A ver, habla. Talk.
Hello?
Do you hear or? Okay, great. Well, so first of all, I wanted to thank Manon and Aurora for coming here today with us. So today we have been talking about a next generation internet. So in this line, we have today here Aurora, which represents the University of Murcia in the NGI Searchproject, and Manon, which is part of Open Food Facts, an initiative that was actually selected under one of their open calls. So it's interesting to have today these both visions. So I wanted to begin this conversation by asking you to briefly introduce your projects and also to explain us how do they relate to sustainability, how do they approach it. I think we have a PDF, so we wait, but if you want to...
Okay.
Yeah, so that's you, Aurora, if you want to start.
Sure. So thank you very much for having me here. I am, as Christina said, representing the consortium of NGI Search, which is a European project that looks for open source tools for search and discovery on the internet. We are now we have finalized the selection of Open Call 4. Therefore, we have one more open call to go. So if any of the ideas we talk about today resonate with you, you're more than welcome to apply for it. And then we have a menu of subtopics that we normally offer, but we are open to any new solutions. I have listed some of them there. Basically, we look for new search tools that are based on the AI. We look for searching and tackling gaps in LLMs, new tools for addressing ethics in search and discovery, and in general, tools that can help to put humans in the center of progress. And from the 45 projects that we have already selected, I have here a few of them who I can highlight in terms of environmental and in terms of social sustainability, because those topics are transversal through all the calls. Well, since I have to talk about others here, because I'm just a mentor to them and just like part of the consortium, I just wanted to give some highlights about them. First of all, there is IoT Twinning, who are creating digital passports for devices, for hardware, and this is helping their reusability, therefore reducing the carbon footprint. We have Lab Discovery Search, for example, that is connecting real laboratories with students and workers, in order to reduce the duplicates when they are buying any kind of lab equipment and reduce the energy waste. And we have a new project in this new open call that is called carbon.txt. We don't have a sticker yet. We will have it soon. And they are developing a tool in order to find out how green the energy of a digital infrastructure is. So you know that digital products use a lot of energy because of telecommunications, because of data centers, and so on and so forth. So they want to use published data in order to, governance structures and any kind of industry standards in order to facilitate the search of this kind of information. And then in terms of social sustainability, I have highlighted here three projects. We have Marara, who are creating, who are helping citizens to access documents from public administration, documents that we are legally allowed to access, but sometimes we have difficulties in France, basically. Then we have, who is the, Trust Search. They are creating a tool to find out the political inclination of different media and the bias that certain statements can have. And we have, for example, also Chatterlegs, who are helping citizens to understand legal documents. So I think this is a good summary of what we are doing in terms of sustainability. Myself, I'm also involved in other projects such as Thinking Azul, which is part of Next Generation EU. And it's a national initiative to use AI and monitor coast and ocean environments to help fight, in general, climate change. And I invite you to check it out. But I think that covers most of it.
Great, thank you. So Manon, if you want to briefly introduce Open Food Facts.
Yes. Thank you very much. That was very complete. We have only 20 minutes, so I guess it's going to be challenging to... So yeah, I'm working for Open Food Facts. So Open Food Fact is a non-profit citizen project. Started in 2012 in France, but is now an international project. So the goal is to build the biggest possible database about food products. So we're very interested in food. And to date, we have about 3 million products in our database. And this huge database has several roles. One of them is to help consumers better understand what's in their food, because we're eating 3 times a day for most of us. And with 365 days per year, that's a bit more than 1,000 opportunities to make decisions about food. So we thought it's a good topic to bring more transparency so that people can make decisions that are better for the health and better for the health of the planet as well. But as for today, the connection with AI and sustainability and how we use it in the project. So I brought a few pictures to help you understand concretely what we do with AI. So thanks to our machine learning engineer, we have the ability to make automatic detection of the category of the product, to learn about the ingredients, make better prediction of the origin of the ingredients as well, make better prediction about the nutritional values, understand which labels are present on the packaging, and also make prediction about the packaging itself of the product. And all these new data come and enrich our database, the Open Food Fact database. And with all this new data that is coming from AI and coming also from the manual annotation from our amazing community, we get to compute new information. So in Open Food Fact, we have raw data, so it's all the data you could see on the packaging of food products. but we make sense of it and we compute additional information, like the Nutri-Score, which you may be familiar with. I think it's present in some products in Spain. But we also compute the Eco-Score, and that's the connection with sustainability. So thanks to AI, we can compute even more Nutri-Scores and even more Eco-Scores. And the end goal of that is to bring all this information in the hands of citizens and help consumers make better decisions for themselves and for the planet. And huge thank you.
No, thank you.
to the NGI search team, and thank you everyone that is involved in all the NGI initiatives. This is a massive support for a project like us. We're a small team of 8 employees, and this represents the world to know that...
We were super happy when we received your application, because we've known that we know your values. What best search and discovery tool, one that already has this kind of background to fit into our project, so that was really good.
Then we'll keep applying every 6 months.
Well, so thank you. It's very interesting to hear about your experiences and how it connects to the NGI. So we see that indeed environmental and social sustainability are key parts of your projects. So we see that new technologies are a solution to current challenges that we face as a society. So, but however, we also see that to a large part of society, AI and open source remain unknown. And I believe that one challenge is to ensure that society and the community is actually involved in these initiatives that are very interesting, but sometimes they don't get to the people. So in this sense, I wanted to ask you about community engagement. So how do you promote active participation in this initiative and create a community within?
Should I? Okay. Maybe can we go one slide back so that there is something that supports what I say? Just for maybe? Yes, that's it. So from our perspective, I think there is no, well, we know that there is not a solution for everyone here. So each of the projects, each of the solutions have to find out their way to transfer whatever they are doing. So for us as a consortium, we wanted to create our own community to start somewhere of searchers, as we call it. And we are making some efforts, such as, for example, we are doing stand-up meetings with them, like more or less regularly, every month or every 2 months, where we review the progress of the whole project, and then we have three of the projects to explain their work. We try to categorize them a little bit into related areas, so that is working pretty well. We also encourage them to participate in open source and events and conferences, such as FOSDEM, OW2COM, that is actually happening soon, and Open Expo. So, and for example, we created a special track on LLMs and fact-checking in the Infosys conference, and from there we realized that we need some kind of channel for them to talk. So we are creating a Rocket Chat channel, which already actually came up here today in this space. What else are we doing? Yeah, and as a consortium, something very important, or that we consider that is something extra, is that we are providing added value services to the projects. We are providing open science advice. We are providing advice on how to create a business plan, how to adopt it, and one of them is also providing links to standards and foundations. So basically, we try to connect them further to the community that has already a stronger basis, you know. And then each of the projects have their own way to communicate. Most of them use social media. And then I have a few examples of the ones that are more active on this communication basis. For example, ChatDKJ. They are, well, they are a project that is creating a search tool based on knowledge graphs, and it's decentralized. And they have a Discord channel, which is where they encourage participation of everybody. They welcome everybody, and they have a really interesting, like a really active community, let's say. And they have a series of office hours that they were stream at the moment, and now they are in YouTube, so that they explain their solution. They really make efforts to put themselves out there for the citizens and for the industry. And then each of them, for example, Madata is talking to newspapers, to televisions in France, to other networks, international networks such as La Batelli. If there are some academic partners, they use their tool with their students, in public events with journalists. So there are so many ways. And as we are doing here now, no? Every one of us is trying to explain their project and trying to push it there in the wild, let's say.
That's great. So how about open food facts, Manon? How
Yes.
do you
It's-
create this
sounds like-
community?
There's no magic recipe for guaranteed engagement. On our side, so most of the time people think that we put all our effort in trying to engage with the end users of our solution, which are the consumers. But actually, we have to engage with the whole ecosystem that is interacting with Open Food Fact. So it's not only the consumers, but it's all the mobile apps that are reusing Open Food Facts, because there's a little slide that...
Yeah, in the last slide, if you can, please.
Yes, wonderful. So yeah, as you may have guessed in the name, Open Food Fact has got open, so we are open source, open data, like most of the projects today. This means that we have a lot of people reaching out to us because they want to reuse this resource. It's a lot of researchers, for example. We're so proud that we counted up to 600 research articles to date. As I was saying, we also have a lot of mobile application around nutrition that reuse Open Food Fact. So it can be mobile applications that are here to help pregnant women to find the right food for them, or application for people that are eating halal food only, or people that are gluten intolerant. So, you know, there's so many applications targeting specific audiences that need these raw data about food to start their project, and then do, you know, what they need to do in their country and stuff like that. So we're super proud to be able to be the foundation for all these projects. But it takes time to help every developer get access to the API, fix whatever they don't understand in the documentation, stuff like that.
So I don't think we have a lot of time, right? I don't know if it's time for maybe one question of the public. If somebody has a question, feel free to ask. And if not, we can conclude. Sadly, we don't have that much time. So, okay, so if there's no questions, we can just conclude. And so, yeah, to reflect a bit, I think that AI and open source, you have shown us that are very good tools to put people at the center of change and actually to democratize the digital spaces, which is what we have been discussing today. So if you want to have a very short conclusion.
Maybe just to say that since now AI is so mainstream, open source probably has an opportunity to reach people and to, I think that with this kind of tools that we are creating, we can educate further and say, okay, why don't you worry about the fake news? Why don't you worry about data privacy? Why, when you use a digital service, be a little bit more knowledgeable about what you are giving out for the business that is providing it for free, maybe, or if you want to contribute to a further cause so that we can all together reach a point where progress is for the humans and not for a few. So just, I think, living it with this thought.
Yeah, I'd say I think open source is so important because it's putting all the knowledge in the hands of everyone and therefore contribute to building together mutually and probably learn all faster. And I don't remember what I was saying. That's all right. But yeah, thank you so much for organizing this event because this is completely contributing to making open source more known. And yeah, that's my point, is that we don't talk enough about open source, and we should see TV spots, adverts, like having really wide mainstream channels diffusing open source content because people don't understand why it's so important. And
hopefully this changes in the future and people get to know the benefits of it.
yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.